Okay, for Quieten the Pain, we have to really, once we've taken the stock of everything that's around, we have to find ways to quieten it and to take responsibility for it and to accept it, acknowledge it for what it is, and see how we can, progress. So I made videos about this as well, and one of them is self-esteem. I do think that to quieten the pain, you do need to gain your self-esteem again. You need to bring this up, bring this right up, so that nothing and no one can get in your way. What I mean by that is you're doing no harm to anyone, and no one can do any harm to you. So I was in a bit of a special situation because I was in a violent environment. So from that, I was very, very down, very damaged. I'm responsible for this. I'm not blaming anyone. I am responsible for this. And if this is a concept that's a little difficult for you to grasp, I understand. It took me quite a while. So I've written a whole load of articles on that because I think that is a step you have to make. And you have to, before because most of the time you're going, it's his fault. It's his fault, it's his fault, it's his fault, he did this, how could he do this to me, But every time you say it's his fault, they're like 20 fingers pointing back at you saying, what, this, that, and that, So you have to take responsibility for it, So you take responsibility for what is, so that you don't reproduce it either, okay? And that's something that I've really valued, because from a violent environment, this environment here, my new house, started to, we just repeated the same things because we were used to doing that. The paradigm hadn't shifted totally. So the more responsibility I took throughout this journey, the better it got. Okay, so take responsibility and you can change your environment that you're living in now. I think that's one of the best ways I can say it. So for this, you can go to my page and see all the tools. Again, you can have more meditative stuff. So there are some courses I actually bought. Some are cheap, less than $100. Others are a little more expensive, up to $300. But I still listen to them today. So I always think that investing in myself is such a good place to start. Because if I'm not happy, it's what I'm finding hard to do. If I'm not happy, then the kids aren't well, the business isn't running, nothing's happening, okay? So you've got to be happy. So invest in yourself, take responsibility, and sky will smile. So look into that also. Thanks a lot.